Knight versus king. Here is the chessboard. Rows denoted by numbers are called ranks. Columns denoted by letter are called files. You put a knight and a king in the board. Complete the method that tells us which one can capture the other one. You're provided with two object array. Each contains an integer, the rank first item, and a string, the file, the second item, to show the position of the pieces in the chessboard. Return knight if the knight is putting the king in check. Return king if the king is attacking the knight. Return none if none of the above occur. So this is the example, and let's solve it. As you can see, this function takes in two arguments, knight position and king position, which are arrays representing the positions of the knight and king, respectively. The x and y coordinates between the knight and the king are shown here as x and y. We compute x by deducting the king's x coordinate from the knight's. To determine y, we must first determine the ASCII code of the character that represents the y coordinates of the knight and the king using the charCodeAt technique, and then deduct the king's ASCII code from the knight's ASCII code. The square of the distance between the knight and king, denoted by m, is then calculated by using the Pythagorean theorem. The knight is precisely 2 squares away from the king if the value of m is equal to 5, which means it can capture the king in its subsequent move. The procedure in this instance returns knight. The king can capture the knight in its next move if the value of m is less than 3, as it is either next to or on the same grid as the knight. The procedure in this instance returns king. If not, the function returns none, meaning that neither the knight nor the king can capture the other in the subsequent moves.